Hi, everybody. Welcome to our adoption event today. We're so excited to be here to share with you some of our adoptable dogs. Today, we have a really good list. We have with us Nash, Gizmo, Patricio, Muffin, Dusty, Misty, Nicky, Holly, Cyril, and Geneva. So we really are excited to have you have the chance to meet them online here. A little bit about City Dogs and City Kitties Rescue is that we are a 98% volunteer powered organization, and we help to save the lives of dogs and cats from high kill areas or rural and underserved shelters. Um, we've been doing this for over 10 years now, and we recently were able to buy a building, and the building serves as our operations and intake center and lets us have a space to keep all of our things and welcome dogs and cats into the DMV and then send them off to their foster or adoptive home. So the dogs that you'll be seeing today are all in foster homes. We do not have a facility with animals on site. So that comes with the wonderful, I guess, helpfulness of having people who get to know these animals, that get to know their personalities, get to help them get acquainted, help them adjust to city life or into home life. And we are always so grateful for our fosters. If you're interested in fostering, we will always welcome you. And you can go to our website, citydogsrescuedc.org, to learn more about fostering. So let's get on with it. Our first guest tonight is going to be Geneva. Geneva, are you there?
Hi, Amanda.
Hi, hi, how are you?
We're doing great today. Thanks.
Is this Logan, correct?
Yep,
Oh my gosh, look at her, look at you.
I know. She's very sweet.
So, so Geneva is a female. She's our lady. We have her as a boxer mix, approximately 2 years old and about 42 pounds. Does that sound right?
Yep, as far as we can tell. She might have some hound in her, judging from the food motivation. But
Oh,
yeah.
I believe it. Um, can you tell us a little bit about Geneva? What do you know about her background, if anything, anything about her personality?
Yeah, well, don't know a ton about her background. I believe she's from North Carolina originally, like many of the dogs are. In terms of her personality, she is a very sweet and calm girl. She loves to be near her humans and is always up for a cuddle with you with whoever she's with.
Oh,
Yeah, she's like I mentioned, she is definitely food motivated, loves to eat, loves a treat, all of which makes her very trainable. So we've been working on some of the basics with her. She's good with sit, come, doing some of the sort of standard walk training basics. And she's started to give paw recently, so that's going well.
oh
She
wow.
loves to play with her plush toys. The little squeaky ones she can sort of get her mouth around are her favorite. She's often self-entertaining for a little chunk of the day, where she'll just play with those. She would be even happier if you did it with her, though. After that, she is a great snoozer, so definitely a good work from home companion while she'll just settle in next to you.
Fantastic. I like how she's so focused on the camera. She's just very camera ready. Sometimes we have the dogs that look away, but not her. She's very focused.
Yeah, you can see
Um,
she's getting ready to snoozle right now.
yeah, she's all over it. Um, can you tell us what an ideal day for Geneva looks like?
Yeah, I mean, she will, let you sleep to whatever your normal time is in the morning. But as soon as you're up, she'll get up with you. Definitely eager to start the day with a breakfast of champions, then get out for a brisk walk. She loves, a quick walk around the neighborhood, some sniffs. After that, Often we'll have her morning zoomies. Those are always very adorable. Then when you need to settle in for the day, she's happy to curl up next to you and take a snooze for most of the day, and then do it all again in the evening. Have another walk, maybe have a play, have her dinner, yeah, and then stay right by you for the whole day.
Okay, so how much exercise would you say she needs? Is she like how many minutes, hours?
Yeah, that's a good question. We maybe have her out on like 20-minute walks twice a day approximately, and maybe a quick break in the middle.
Oh,
She
good.
could probably do more, though she is, I think, heartworm positive.
Hmm.
So we don't want to push her limits too much with exercise at this point.
Right.
But she's fairly energetic and would probably do more. I think she'd probably make a good running companion someday. She likes to keep a brisk pace when you're out walking her.
Okay, fantastic. Um, if you could explain Geneva in 3 words, what would they be?
Um, Calm, quiet, and cuddly.
Oh my goodness, she's perfect. I mean, for some people, right?
Yeah,
She's
definitely.
wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Logan, for fostering her and for bringing her onto this adoption event today. We appreciate it. Geneva, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. If you'd like to adopt Geneva or you just want to have the chance to meet her and see if she's the right girl for you, you can go to our website, citydogsrescuedc.org, and look at our adoptable dogs, or look at a shorter link, which is cdck.cc/adopt Geneva. Our next dog up today is going to be Nash, and Nash is being fostered with Keaton. Hi, Keaton. Good to see you.
Hi, good to see you. This is Nash, obviously.
Hi,
Excited.
Nash. Yeah,
Um,
Nash looks like they're going through like the car wash of like snuggles and scritches right now between the two of you, right?
yeah, yeah, this is his dream scenario is just being pet from both sides like on
Hmm.
the couch.
So, Keaton, we have Nash down as a male Labrador Retriever mix, 2 years old and around 62 pounds. Does that sound right to you?
Yeah, he might be like a little bit heavier than that now. I think probably he was closer to 62 when we got him. Gained a little bit of weight, but not far off.
Okay. And how long have you had him?
Almost 3 months now, so he's been with us quite a while.
Okay. Um, Tell us a little bit about Nash.
Yeah, so Nash is probably one of the sweetest dogs we've ever met. He just loves people, loves other dogs. He's really into like licking you on the face and giving like showing all the love. He loves a good scratch on the belly, so he'll go belly up all the time and wants a scratch. And also he does this adorable little thing where if you scratch his belly in the right spot, he thumps his little hind legs sweetly.
Oh,
So yeah, he's just a very adaptable dog. He's gone to a number of temp fosters when we've been out of town over the last 3 months, and they've all really loved him. He's really easy to walk. He's actually way easier to walk than our dog at home. Um,
And
wow.
probably would be a good running dog too, because he really just like wants to go at a solid pace and doesn't want to stop and do a whole lot of sniffing or anything.
yeah, and I mean honestly, he's just like such a love bug, and he's great at the dog park. And yeah, loves to play. So yeah, but also just loves to cuddle and snooze and is really an ideal like buddy for work from home. We both work from home and he just kind of sets up on the couch next to us and wants to hang out.
Oh, nice. I like how adaptable he sounds too. If he's been to different temporary fosters
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he kind of fits in.
yeah, definitely. And he like seems to like the city, like the suburbs where we live, so really like can adapt to a lot of different environments, I think.
Okay. If you can think about it, what has been your favorite moment with with Nash so far?
This is not like a specific moment, but one of our favorite things about Nash is that so he sleeps on a dog bed next to our bed at night. Like he's very good about staying there. But before he goes to bed most nights, he'll come around to my side of the bed and just jump up and give me some licks on the face, and then he'll go
Oh,
to the other side and give Mike some licks on the face and then go to sleep. So it's really
stop it.
yeah. So he just like
Oh, buddy.
yeah, he's just like the sweetest dog, and we just like can't believe that he's not been gobbled up. So,
No kidding. What an adorable guy.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and real quick, can you tell us about Nash's ideal day, just so a potential adopter knows what that could look like for him?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty adaptable. I think he likes to do lots of things, but definitely he loves getting up in the morning and reminding you that he'd like his breakfast. And we feed him in his crate, and he like goes straight to his crate, goes in, waits for his breakfast. We're still learning how to be in our crates for long periods of time, but we're getting adjusted.
Mhm.
And then he'd love to go on a walk. And really, I think like short walks, long walks, he'll take either. Would love to sniff some squirrels. He doesn't really chase them, but he loves to kind of point at them and get excited. Um, I think an ideal day for him would be like taking a quick trip to the dog park, being able to play with other dogs. Um,
Having a window to look outside at birds and squirrels would be ideal.
Oh,
yeah, he definitely loves to like, he'll like, just stare out the window. Sometimes he sits on our steps where he can see out the window. He really likes a nice view. And yeah, then just cuddling up for most of the day. He's really great. Like if you want to have an active morning and then a really snoozy afternoon, he'd love to just sit and lie with you on the couch, snuggle up. And then yeah, maybe some extra treats.
Yeah.
of course, because he's been such a good boy.
Yes, such a good boy.
Hey, buddy. Come here. There
Oh,
you
he's
go.
doing great. Well, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you coming and bringing Nash and sharing him with everybody else. What a good boy. It's so great to see him live in action, given the smooches.
Always.
Yeah, if you don't like your glasses getting licked all the time, that might be the only downside of the smooches.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much. You're wonderful fosters. You've fostered so many dogs for us, and you're a very important part of our City Dogs and City Kitties family. So thank you so much for all that you do.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
All right. That was Nash. Next up, we have Gizmo. Gizmo's with Serena. Gizmo, are you there?
Oh, hello. Sorry.
Hi. How are you? We saw you this weekend.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yes,
Gizmo.
this is Gizmo. He just woke up from snoozing for a while, so now he's got a little zoomies, but hopefully he'll remain still for a little bit. But yeah, this is
All right.
Gizmo.
Gizmo, everybody, I had the pleasure of meeting this weekend. He's wonderful. I mean, I'm a small dog lady, and this is a great small dog. Gizmo is a male Chihuahua mix, around 7 years old and around 12 pounds. Does that sound right to you, Serena?
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
That all sounds right.
All right. Tell us a little bit about Gizmo.
So he's been like amazing to have around. It's hard to not want to adopt him ourselves, but he is the sweetest boy. As you can see, he's very, very like snuggly and cuddly and just like loves being pet, loves like he just rolls on his back and loves a belly rub. Um, he's pretty low energy and just has like probably like 3 little bouts of zoomies a day in the morning and then one in the evening and then one in the middle of the day. He's gotten along with our dog and has done really well with kids. And yeah, we only got him last week and he's already just been every day you can really tell he's like becoming more and more comfortable.
Yeah, look at that little paw on your leg.
Yeah, he's
So
really
sweet.
cute.
May I add that I think Gizmo is wonderful. He did so well at Eastern Market over the weekend. There's a lot of
Mhm,
people coming by, a lot of people coming up and touching the
mhm,
dogs, and he was just a perfect little gentleman to everybody.
mhm. Yeah, you can see him like gaining confidence every single day.
Yeah. Is he a playful guy?
So he doesn't play with toys, but
Hmm.
he does like playing with like our dog a little bit, and then also just like with us. Oh, see, he
Okay.
likes coming
Oh my
on my
gosh.
stomach. And then you
Look
can
at
just like
him.
you can prop him up and he'll just like literally sleep there like that.
This I am in love with this dog. Look at him.
Um, but yeah, he doesn't play with toys too much, but he likes playing with like I'll like tap my hands around and he'll play around with like your hands and kind of just
Yep.
like run around in circles for a little bit.
I love him. And
He's
what does his what I'm hearing is he's kind of low energy, not in the negative way, but in the he doesn't need to go run a marathon twice a day like he's a,
right.
you know, a
Yeah.
younger dog.
Yeah.
Is there
So
anything that you think would be ideal for his future adopters to know about him to be a
yeah,
good
so
match?
we go on like 2 half-mile walks a day, and that seems to be pretty perfect for him. I feel like towards the end of the walk, you can tell he like is just kind of like wants to go inside at that point. But he does love sunbathing outside and kind of just like observing the world out laying in the sun. Um, and he'll like just kind of trot around the house a while, but he's not like destructive with anything and never really like running around barking like crazy. Um, yeah, I don't know. He's just kind of
Okay.
perfect dog for probably not great for like hiking, but who
Hmm.
knows? Maybe he's gotten a lot better with walking. Like before,
Okay.
we'd go on probably a quarter-mile walk, and now we've gone up to half-mile. So he's getting better with the outdoors.
That's fantastic.
Mhm.
What do we do with this? Look at him.
I know. I'm like,
This is so funny.
he's like fully sprawled out, but
Full frontal. Look at him.
he's
What a
comfortable.
guy. What a guy. All right. Well, thank you so much for bringing Gizmo on. I'd like to add, because I am a small dog woman, I know a thing or two about small dogs. And Gizmo doesn't appear, at least in public, to be much of a barker at this point.
Oh yeah,
N-
no, he doesn't bark really at
Yeah.
anything. Like
It-
doesn't bark at things outside and
yeah.
hasn't shown any aggression or anything. So he's been
So,
great little boy.
well, thank you so much for bringing him on. We
Yeah,
so appreciate it, Serena. Thank you for fostering
of
him. We
course.
are so happy to meet him today.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Bye, Gizmo. All right. That was Gizmo. Again, he's a Chihuahua, 7 years old, around 12 pounds. And you can find him on our website at citydogsrescuedc.org and go to our adoptable animals and you'll find Gizmo there. All right. Next up is Patricio. Patricio, are you there with? Hi,
Here's Patricio.
there's Patricio. Look at that little baby.
He's gonna move a
So
little more than the others, just FYI to
no,
everyone.
that's appropriate. He's
He's a
supposed to.
baby.
Patricio, he's a male. We think he's a medium-sized mixed breed guy, about 2 months old and 7 pounds at this point. So we don't know very much about him because he's such a little buddy right now. But Adrian, am I saying that right? Is that how you like it
Yes.
pronounced?
Mhm.
All right, Adrian, um, what have you learned about Patricio in the time that you've had him?
Yeah, so a little background on Patricio. He is from Puerto Rico. His mama unfortunately passed away, but he has a brother who's also here. And I had the pleasure of flying him. So he's been on planes and cars, like just about every form of public transportation the last week and a half. He is so sweet. He is really eager to play. We have other dogs in our home. He loves playing with them. He's already comfortable and tested with cats. He's really friendly to all the people that he sees. He loves other animals. He really likes to cuddle. He really wants to be everyone's best friend. Obviously, he's very playful because he's just a little puppy still, but he's definitely ready to take on the world.
Fantastic. Look at him. He looks like he's just getting to that phase where they figure out they have a mouth
Yes.
and it's time to learn about the world through the mouth. Does Gizmo have a favorite toy yet? I'm sorry, not Gizmo, Patricio, forgive me.
Yeah. So Patricio loves chew toys. Anything that he can chew on, he definitely loves. He's getting to that point where he loves just chewing. He also likes like little balls. He loves throwing them and running around with them. So he's definitely a big fan of anything he can chase after.
I love it. And how does he feel about treats?
He loves treats. He loves his food time for sure. I also just wanted to say he's gained a lot of confidence in the last week and a half. He definitely like learned to play with my dogs. He's doing really well on potty training. He's doing great learning both to go outside and on the piddle pad. He's learning to tell us when he needs to go. And he also conquered the stairs today. So he knows how to get up them very confidently. So he's learning a lot.
Fantastic. He looks great. He looks like he's having a great time. About how much is he sleeping?
Yeah, so he sleeps about 6 to 7 hours. And then he'll wake up and just let us know he has to go to the bathroom. But he's doing actually a pretty great job with wearing himself out and sleeping for quite a while.
Fantastic. What a good guy.
Yeah.
And have
he's a
you
good
had a
boy.
puppy before at this age? Have you?
This is my first puppy. I've got three dogs at home. My first this little, but he's really a lot of fun and has made it such a wonderful experience. He's gonna make an amazing dog to whoever adopts him.
Right. And one last question. I'm just curious. How's he getting along with your resident dogs?
Yeah, he's getting along great. You know, my resident dogs are a little older. They're a little less playful than he is, but he is always
Yeah.
trying to play and wants to be part of the pack. It's very sweet.
Oh, well, thank your resident dogs for us because I'm sure I have a house of seniors and I know that they're not always the most enthused when a puppy shows up. So let them know we appreciate their patience.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for fostering him and for bringing him on to let us all see how adorable he is.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful evening. All right. Next up, we have adoptable Muffin, and Muffin is with Jane.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Can you see Muffin okay?
We can see Muffin. What a
Okay,
great
yeah.
name for a great
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, or we call her the Muffster around here, actually.
The Muffster.
But she
So,
responds to pretty funny things. So she's a little bit confused right now because we came upstairs to get away from our resident dog. Because if our resident dog was here, she's such a ham. All you would see would be our resident dog, and you wouldn't get to see Muffy at all. So that's why she's like, why are we upstairs after dinner? We're supposed to be sleeping. So she's like, trying to figure out why our routine has changed. So, but you can see she's enjoying a few treats here. So
yes, Muffin, we won't keep you for long. We know you want to get back to your nap, your post-dinner nap, but we appreciate you coming upstairs anyways.
Good girl.
So
good
Muffin
girl.
is a female bulldog mix, we think.
Yeah,
About 5 years old.
You can see her face. We keep thinking, oh, she must be like Bernese mountain dog. You know, her face is, and she has a lot, and she has a lot of ticking and things like that. So obviously she's from South Carolina, so she's one of those good old, mixes from South Carolina. And her weight, she does weigh about 45 pounds.
Okay.
She's just super, super, super easygoing. We got her and she was pretty tentative. You could tell she was kind of underweight and, she was hormone positive, but her body language and her personality have just really blossomed in the last month that we've had her. She loves our resident dog. And I think her she just doesn't understand why the resident dog doesn't want to play all the time, because she wants to play with the resident dog.
Oh,
She's really friendly to everyone she meets. Our next door neighbor has a little 1-year-old, and the two of them met yesterday and spent a good 5 minutes just staring at each other and poking each other. And she would poke the little girl, and the little girl would poke her, and they were just having a great time together. So she's super friendly with everybody she meets all the time. She's done really well at the adoption event she's been to. So she's very, very easygoing.
she's beautiful. I love
Yeah,
the
she's-
idea of her just sitting with a little girl, just hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah, they were just hanging out. I was trying to garden, and the two of them just, kept, just wanted to play with each other. So she's very easygoing.
Oh, nice. And what does her ideal day look like? What does she enjoy doing? How much exercise does she need?
Yeah, so she gets up, we get up around 7 o'clock. And now she knows that we eat breakfast, so she gets very excited, and we all come charging down the stairs to get our breakfast. And then immediately after breakfast, both dogs lie down again, and they just wait patiently for me to finish my coffee. And then we go out on a nice long walk. We don't go too fast because she is heartworm positive, although she's doing really well with that. And she, when we got her, she was much more interested in chasing squirrels, but she's really calmed down now. She's really learned, well, I guess I'm on a leash. I guess I'm not going to catch them, so I'll just look at them. So her leash skills have improved tremendously since she's been here in Washington. And then we come back from our walk, and we're pretty much take a nap. And I work from home. And now that it's nice outside, our resident dog loves to lie in the yard in the sun, so she's adopted that habit. So, my day pretty much consists of letting dogs in and out of the door while I'm trying to be on conference calls, so that they can, go out, go in, go out, go in. And then we take another long walk around lunchtime, and then they play. The two dogs play a little bit, but as I said, I think she'd do lovely at dog parks or daycare. We just haven't taken her to any, because she does love to play with other dogs, and our resident dog is more like, what's this playing all about? She doesn't really, she's not too playful. So. And then, we have dinner, and they play a little bit, but mostly they just are very calm, and, sleep, and, like to look out the window, get up and look out the window for a while, or go out and lie in the sun. But, pretty easygoing. She's very, very calm during the day. As I said, she's very friendly, and has a really nice demeanor. So.
Yeah, look at her. She stays focused on those treats too, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's learned quite a bit.
Good.
I mean, she's learned, she didn't know anything, but she's learned sit, and she's learned touch, and she's learning down. It's hard to work with her, because with another dog, you really have to separate them. Otherwise, the other dog just moves in on all the treats, as fast as they can.
Yeah.
So, don't get as much time to train her as possible. So, but yeah, no, she's doing really well. She's learned the routine. She's learned. We have a crate. The only time she stays in the crate now is when nobody's home. She sleeps. Sometimes she sleeps in the crate. Even though the crate's open, she'll get in the crate and sleep there all night long. And sometimes she'll come up and sleep in the bedroom. But we just let her sleep where she wants to sleep. And she hasn't had any accidents for quite a long time. And it was after the first week she really got the house training thing down, and she's really good with that now. So. There you go.
Well,
what a good girl.
What a good girl.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming and interrupting her post-dinner nap to come let us have a chance to meet her. We really, really appreciate it, and appreciate you fostering.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye, Jane.
Bye.
All right. Up next is Dusty with, I don't want to say it wrong. Dusty, are you with Kyla and Simone, or Kayla and Simone? Nope. I guess we do not have a Dusty with us tonight. All right, let's move on to Misty. Misty, are you ready?
We sure are. Come on down.
Oh, hello. This is
Hello.
another beauty that was with us this weekend. Hi, Misty. Now, this is a great dog.
Oh, she's wonderful. She's very sweet. She's been so excited to sit here for a good half hour and just get scritches.
Oh, good girl. Misty is a female. She's a pug. She came in with some other pugs that came from a really unfortunate hoarding situation. We predict, or the vets predict, I guess, that she's about 8 years old and she weighs approximately 23 pounds. I think many of those pounds might just come from skin. Look at those rolls.
Yes,
Um,
it's a lot of those.
yeah. Can you tell us about what makes Misty so special to you?
She is a very special dog in that she has abandoned her dinner halfway through just to sit over here for the last
Wow.
half hour. And she has been so excited because we don't usually sit on the floor down here with her. So it's funny. I think she ended up tiring herself out right before we went on video. She's been all over
Oh,
my lap. She's been chasing my hands around. She's a very sweet girl who just wants to, in her retirement years, just get all day spa treatment.
right.
She's been,
Um,
this is our first foster. She's been the best first foster I could have asked for. She's very sweet and very easy to care for.
Fantastic. Misty did great at the adoption event this weekend on Easter Market, and I was most impressed with that. She was happy to sit back. I described her as the wallflower at the dance, that she was just going to hang out on the wall until somebody asked her to dance with that adorable tongue out.
Yes.
Tell me about Misty's exercise needs. How much
So
does she need?
I would say she doesn't need a whole lot. We take her on at least one good 20 to 30 minute walk per day, plus one or two other short walks just to give her a break to stretch her legs, and then one short walk around the block in the evening just to let her do her business.
Okay, so she's
That is enough to tire her out to take a couple of naps.
okay, fantastic. If you could describe Misty in 3 words, what would those be?
Oh, 3 words. Let's see. Certainly adorable, affectionate, and I don't know, loving. This is one of the dogs that just wants to be around people as much as she can.
Oh, she's so sweet. Would you mind picking her up and putting her little face to the camera so they can see
Sure.
this face? It's to die for. If you are a pug person, this is your pug. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Yeah.
She says, I just want to look up at you, foster dad.
Yeah. I know. You're so
Such
sweet.
a good girl. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about Misty?
The path to her heart is to let her on your couch. We've held out on that so far. But every day she asks politely.
Oh,
Yeah, and she's been very good at the crate as well, despite being so affectionate. She sleeps through the night in her crate. We can lock her up in the crate for a few hours, when we need to go run errands or so in the middle of the day. She's a very good girl.
okay. Well, somebody is going to be very lucky that adopts her because look at her. She's perfect. Misty, you good girl.
Oh, she's very
And
good.
Misty, maybe they'll let you on their couch. You may be so lucky. Who knows? Well, thank you so much for fostering Misty. She's such a good girl. I can't say enough good things about her. She handled people at having large crowds of people walking by. Look at her. She handled them so well this weekend. She'd probably be a good girl to go sit. You could go have brunch on a patio and she'd be happy to join you, I believe.
Yes.
So,
Oh, so happy. So happy.
all right. Well, thank you so much for coming tonight. Misty, thank you for abandoning your dinner halfway through. We really appreciate your sacrifice. What a good girl. And thank you guys so much for fostering her. If you'd like to adopt Sweet Misty, you can go to our website, citydogsrescuedc.org, and click on Adoptable Dogs. And you'll be able to find Misty in a place that says where you can apply. You click on that and do a quick application. And we will be happy to get you a chance to meet her and see if she's one for you. Oh, thank you so much for fostering her. Have a good evening.
You
Bye-bye. All right. Next up, we have Nikki and Amy. Nikki, Amy, are you there?
Let's see if we can get the. There she is.
It is the Amy Burning. Amy is a very special foster close to my heart. She has fostered one of the dogs you hear in the background here before I adopted them. So, Amy, tell us about Nikki. Look at those ears.
Nikki has bestest ears ever, and after I show her this way, I'll do more of an up close in a moment. Trying to get things right. So Nikki has best ears ever. She's about a year old. She's probably an Australian Shepherd. Sorry, not Australian Shepherd, Australian Cattle Dog mix.
Okay.
Apple thinks she's also Dutch Shepherd, but that seems unlikely. She is the most beautiful brindle color. She's about 30 pounds, about a year old, loves my dogs and will play with them all day if she could. Loves chew toys, loves to play any kind of toy at all. So far hasn't chewed on any furniture or anything of that nature. She is
fantastic.
adventuresome. She loves going on outings. She since the weather is okay recently, I work at home and I leave the door of the deck open, and she and my other dog just lay on the deck and run in, run out, run in, run out all day long. And one thing to know, which does not put her at a disadvantage to anything, but she, when I picked her up, she had just had one rear leg amputated. And you would not ever actually know that she's had a leg amputated unless you saw it up close. I picked her up on 4 days after the amputation. She was already able to get around the house perfectly fine. The only thing I needed for the first week was to carry her up the stairs. She now races up the stairs, down the stairs, around the yard, wrestles fully with my dog. Absolutely no deficit in adventure for her in the least. She doesn't have any pain from it. She is probably thrilled that it is gone. We don't really know what the issue was because the injury was before she came to City Dogs, but it might have been, she might have had a leg breakage many months ago and it healed improperly and was probably causing her pain. So having it gone is probably a blessing to her. She's never paid attention to the missing limb in the least.
Yeah, I feel like that having that leg come off, I remember the day we had to remove it. The next day she was just ready to party. It was like she lost some weight that she didn't want to be carrying around anyways because it was too painful, you know?
I think so. I think it had probably just been in a burden, so she was thrilled to get it off. So, I mean, even right now, she's laying on the back cushions of the couch because she can get up anywhere she wants to get to.
Yep, not a girl.
She wants to be somewhere, she will be there. You don't get ears any better than this. They go sideways when she's intrigued, and then their standing position is the norm. She loves to snuggle with my other dogs and with me. And snuggles quite well, I'd say. I give her an A on snuggling.
Absolutely an A. And I give her an A on resilience.
I'm going to give her an A on resilience and adventureness. I've had some little kids over at my house. And she liked them. I would say probably not to little kids. We'd want to be a little cautious because she is a herding dog.
Yep.
And her herding technique is doing some side nibbles on the side of a face. So that's one thing to know is maybe not little kids,
Right. That
Not
makes
because she
sense.
doesn't enjoy them, but that might be a bit much.
Yeah, they little kids might not receive the face nibbles as well as a little dog would or a little
No,
whatever
neither
they'd be
does my
hurting.
14-year-old dog enjoy it quite
Oh,
as
poor
much.
girl.
But in general, it's a little nip, not a bite, but
Yeah.
she definitely exudes the endurance and the strength and the attitude of a herding dog that just wants to get out and have some fun.
All right. Um, does Nicky enjoy treats?
Oh, hello. She does enjoy treats. She's not great at being sharing a treat with a nearby dog.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's going to have a treat, she does go into the crate first,
Yep. All
and
right.
then it's perfectly fine, and then everyone can have one.
Mm-hmm.
And then zips right back out of the crate, and all is good.
Well, that means she thinks highly of the crate because when she goes in there, she gets a treat.
It is a good time to go in there. Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, Amy, thank you so much for taking care of this sweet, sweet girl. She's been through so much. She really did have, she had such a busted leg that we didn't even need to get a second opinion because it was so clearly messed up and needed to be amputated that the doctor kind of laughed at us when we suggested maybe we get a second opinion. And they said that she'd be fine, and they were right. She's amazing.
And I
So
don't
thank
want
you.
her calmness here to indicate that this is all that she is.
Oh,
But
no.
by being calm, we did get to keep her one place to see her easier.
Yes. Thank you so much. Good job, foster mom.
Sure thing.
All right. Thank you guys. If you want to meet Nicky and you want to have a beautiful tripod in your life, a beautiful, active, agile, and resilient one, Nicky's your girl. You can go to our website, citydogsrescuedc.org, go to our adoptable animals, adoptable dogs, and find Nicky, and you can find an application there. All right. Thank you so much. Next, we're going to go with Holly. Sarah, are you there?
Yes. Hello. Sorry. She just
Hi.
crashed. Like she
I
was
know. I'm sorry.
awake, and then she wore herself out. She was like staring intently at the dogs on the screen. But this is Holly. She's as you can see, just a big mush who loves to
Mhm.
cuddle. She's a lab mix, and I feel like about a year and a half old, they estimated, and around 56 pounds. And she is just a total sweetheart who is like such a good dog and always down for cuddles and loves to say hi to people and other dogs. She's been doing really well in my apartment. I live in the DuPont area, which is loud and noisy, and she is totally fine living in my large apartment building with a lot of noises. So she really doesn't bark or anything like that. She's very quiet and just loves to be
Wow.
her person and just kind of hanging out with you.
Fantastic. I love that. I think sometimes it's hard for our dogs to come in from the rural areas and adjust to city life, but it sounds like she's had no problems with it.
Yeah, she's from Alabama, so she's from the real South, and she
Real
has
South.
no problem navigating the city life. She loves the long walks and all the smells and stuff like that she gets to sniff. So she is enjoying DC so far.
When do you think Holly is the happiest?
Either when she's on a nice walk, getting to sniff a bunch of different smells, and chase pigeons, or when she's cuddled up on your lap, or when she's absolutely destroying toys. As you can see, they're all kind of deflated here because her favorite thing is to rip out the squeaker. And so, yeah, those are probably when she's happiest. She really loves, being kind of with her human, as you can see here right now, but she's always kind of more than happy to play by herself as long as she has a toy to keep her company. So she's been the perfect work from home buddy in that regard.
Oh, fantastic. And if a family was looking to adopt her, what would they need to expect in terms of her daily routine? What does she need to continue being that happy girl?
Yeah, so Holly loves walks. And so, we wake up and we go for our nice morning walk. We do walk a lot, but that's probably because I enjoy walking as well. She could probably, tone down some of the walks and would be perfectly fine, but we do like a 30-minute walk in the morning, a 30-minute walk midday, in between then she's just kind of playing with her toys or snoozing, and lets me kind of do my work. And then midday we'll take another walk, and then we'll do a post-work walk finally. That's about another 30 minutes as well. And then she eats dinner and we just kind of cuddle a little bit more before going to bed. She does sleep in her crate overnight and she's good to be left alone. So like I'll leave her during the day to go to the gym or go hang out with some friends, and I've left her for 4 hours crated so far, and she's been totally fine. Up to that
Good
point,
girl.
yeah, she's great. She just kind of settles in. You do have to give her a Kong first with peanut butter, but that's okay. I'm more than happy to pay that price. And yeah, so you can expect, a nice active day, but once she's in the house, she settles really well. All her energy kind of happens outdoors, and then, she'll settle in during the day while you work, or you kind of leave her alone. And she's completely house trained too. So, you don't really need to worry about that. She'll always let you know if she does need to go out. Today she had to go out in between walks. And so she just let me know when I took her outside.
Wow, what a good girl.
Yeah. Isn't that right,
She
Miss?
sounds like such a nice dog, just like a good companion. You can get out and get some exercise, also come in and snuggle. And I love that she does well with other dogs.
Oh yeah, she went to daycare for a bit, and she got nothing but glowing reviews. And she made a lot of friends at daycare, and she was always really good. Like once she was finished playing, she would just kind of go into a corner by herself, but they reported she was always very sweet, with the other dogs there as well. So she's good off leash with dogs too.
Oh, that's fantastic. If you could give 3 words to describe Holly, what would those be?
Definitely cuddly, energetic and playful, especially playful. She is always down to clown. And she is just such a fun girl who really at the end of the day just wants to end up in your lap. This is not that much cuddling for her. Normally she's splayed across my lap like a cat. She does think of herself as kind of a lap dog, so definitely on the cuddles too.
Fantastic. All right, everybody, this is Holly. She's a Labrador Retriever mix, about 1 or 1.5 years old, 56 pounds. And you can apply to meet Holly by going to citydogsrescuedc.org and going to our adoptable dogs tab and scrolling down and finding Holly and submitting an application. She could be the girl for you. All right, Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you for spending some time with us this evening and for fostering. We are so grateful for all that you do for Holly and for all the other animals in the rescue.
Of course, she makes it easy. Thanks for having us.
Yes. All right, bye-bye. All right, last but not least, certainly not least, we have Cyril and David. Cyril is one of our fantastic longer term residents, and I personally have a crush on him, not gonna lie. Hi, David, how are you?
Hi, I'm trying to time this right. He had kind of passed out, so I'm giving him a greenie right now. So
okay,
so
we'll see what
he
he
might
does
disappear a
with it.
little bit. There he is.
That's
He's
okay.
doing
There
a
he is.
greenie.
Hi.
Oh,
So
this is
Cyril
Cyril.
is he's a shepherd mix, right? Around 11.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And
Will you tell us a little bit?
He's gained
Yeah.
actually about 6 pounds in the last month and a half. He's been with me just about 2 months, and he was 37 pounds when he came to me. He's actually 44 pounds now, so he's gained a lot of weight, which is good for him.
You. Yeah.
But yeah, he is a sweet, sweet boy. He is a cuddler too, but his sort of cuddling is sort of like sidling along you and just leaning up against you, as opposed to like laying on your lap. So he likes to cuddle back to back.
Back to back.
But he is
Love that.
but he's a true sweetheart though. Such a sweet
Oh, I
boy.
love him. Um, how did when he's not eating a greenie, how does
Yep.
Cyril like to spend his time?
Oh, he is a in a positive way. He's a low energy guy. He likes to snooze. He likes to lay next to you. He the previous foster he had and had advised me. So of course it took me very little encouragement. He sleeps with me in the bed. And he likes to, like I said, he likes to sleep back to back. So he'll push up against you almost just having physical contact. And that's what I work from home, and a lot of times he will lay on the floor up against the chair where I'm sitting. So he just likes to have some kind of just be there and know that you're there, and that's what he really wants is to be near his human.
Okay. Sometimes we ask this silly question, and
Mhm.
tonight you're the lucky recipient. What celebrity is Cyril most like?
I love this question. I've been thinking about it all day, the last couple of days. And you know what? I honestly, the best one I can come up with is I think he's like a Ryan Gosling. Um, he's
Wow.
a very handsome boy. But he is, and he's very sleek looking, and people are always commenting on how good he looks. But he's also got that goofy side to him, just right underneath the surface. And so he's really, he will play, and he loves attention, and he loves the loving. But he doesn't act out all that much, if that makes any
Right.
sense. But he just
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah,
And
and he's
about what kind of
Go ahead.
home do you see Cyril settling into? Where do you see his
So
perfect fit?
if there's someone around most of the time, I think that's a good thing. I think whether that's a human or a dog, he gets along with other dogs. I don't know how he's tested with cats. I haven't experienced that, and I don't. And from what I understand, he may be better with adults than with kids.
Mhm.
But I don't know that from personal experience. He's been fine with my nieces who are 11 and 9. But as far as like if there's someone around, then he's happy. If he's by himself, he's not the happiest guy. He likes to, he likes to have someone else around. I'll leave the TV on when I leave. I live in the city, and he actually, he was apparently he would bark with the old foster, but he's been great with me. He can be by himself for a few hours at a time and doesn't bark or anything like that.
Good.
But I think having someone around, he's very, very happy.
Yeah.
So and and as you can see, but this is one of my favorite things. If you look at his ears bounce when he walks, his ears are very bouncy.
Oh my
It's really,
goodness.
it's really adorable. But yeah,
And
he's sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, are you located in the city or the suburbs?
I'm right in the city. I'm right in DuPont Circle, and so
Okay, so he's doing all right there.
he does great. I think coming to me was the first time he'd ever been in an elevator. But it didn't take him very long. By day 2, we've got one elevator in my building that goes to the back door where we normally go out for our walks, and he'll just walk in the elevator and just wait, staring at the back door, ready. He's like, I know where I'm going. I'm ready to go. And he's
Okay.
very he loves his routines, and he loves going to the same places, and we'll walk with various dogs, and we'll walk with various people, and he is super accommodating. We're right in DuPont Circle, so he'll sniff it. He loves to see other dogs. He loves to see other people as they walk by too. He'll notice. Of course, we're in DuPont Circle, so he'll notice rats, and he'll notice he'll notice the squirrels and things like that, and he'll just kind of notice them, but he doesn't really go crazy for them. He'll just he just pays close attention to everything going on.
Great. And one last question, David.
Yeah.
We have Cyril put down as 11 years old, and sometimes
Mhm.
people will think 11 years old, that's a little too old for me.
Right.
Does that matter? If you were going to be getting a Cyril, what would you say he was 11?
I love Cyril so much, and I've dealt with senior dogs as old as 16.
Okay.
But he is nobody when they meet him believes that he's 11. I tell that to people when we're walking on the street all the time. They're like, "Oh, look at the puppy," and I'm like, "He's
Oh,
he's
wow.
actually not a puppy. He's actually 11," and nobody believes him with his energy level. He's actually so he is absolutely present in everything he does. He's not
Okay.
he's not retired by any means.
Got it. Yeah, I was gonna say, sometimes I have a house full of seniors,
Mhm.
and you know, Cyril does not match
No,
the kind of seniors I have here. He looks like he's
no,
just happy, healthy, ready to get out and go. And
yeah, if we were to get up right now, he would be like boop boop boop. He is, and he loves a brisk walk. He doesn't like he's not a slow guy at all. Um,
mhm,
I've never actually seen the senior there. When I've looked in his eyes before, I've seen a little bit of he's seen some things in his life, but
yeah,
that's about the closest to age I've seen, and I don't mean like cloudy eyes. I mean like he's got a little bit of wisdom in his
depth.
eyes. But
Yeah,
he's definitely got high energy and I mean, well, for his age, he's
yeah,
energy
that's good.
and he's a sweetheart.
All right. Well, thank you so much, David, for fostering him. I know I spoke with Cyril's former fosters, and they say that he has just become a different dog. He's put on weight. Something about the magic at your house has really made all the difference for him. And we've been so worried about him. So he just seems like a perfectly great guy now. So thank you so
Yeah.
much for fostering him. Whoever gets him uh,
Oh,
is
he'll be a
very
blessing for
lucky.
them. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for fostering with us.
Thank you.
And have a wonderful night.
You
If
too. Thanks.
no problem, you're welcome. If anybody's looking to meet Cyril, that very good boy, look at him. You can go to our website, citydogsrescuedc.org, and go to our adoptable dogs tab and pull down the menu and find Cyril and put in an application to meet him. He just seems like such a good boy, and that goes for all of our dogs and dogs tonight. I almost said cats, but we don't have any of those here tonight. Our dogs and cats. If you are interested in a cat, we have an adoption event coming up, I believe on the 30th. It's a Sunday afternoon, and you can see some of our virtual cats, or well, they're very real cats in virtual media that way. And I think that's it for us. Thank you, everybody, for attending and for fostering and adopting, volunteering, and donating to City Dogs Rescue and City Kitties. Thank you so much. Bye bye.